What if, no matter what job you had, you earned the exact same amount of money as everyone else? Doctor, same salary. Teacher, same salary. CEO, same salary. Unemployed, same salary. At first, it sounds kind of fair, right? No more inequality, no more billionaires, no more struggling to pay rent while someone else buys their third yacht. But here's the real question. Would this actually make society better or completely break it? Because when you really think it through, this idea gets weird fast. Let's imagine a world where every single person earns, say, $50,000 a year. It doesn't matter what you do, how hard you work, or how skilled you are. Everyone gets the same paycheck. Sounds simple. And that simplicity is exactly why the idea is so appealing. No complicated tax systems, no debates about who deserves more, no comparisons, just equal. And at first, things actually look pretty great. There's no extreme poverty, no massive wealth gaps, no one is insanely rich, but no one is completely broke either. People feel safer, less stress, less competition, less pressure to keep up with others. You wouldn't feel like you're falling behind just because someone else got a promotion. You wouldn't constantly compare your lifestyle to people online. In a strange way, life might feel calmer. In theory, people could finally focus on what they actually want to do instead of just chasing money. Artists might create more. People might switch careers more freely. Burnout could decrease. People might spend more time with family, more time on hobbies, more time actually living. It almost sounds like a utopia. But there's one small problem. If everyone earns the same, why would anyone do hard jobs? Think about it. Would you spend over a decade becoming a surgeon, working insane hours and dealing with life or death pressure? If you earn the exact same as someone doing a low effort job? Probably not. And it's not just doctors. Why be an engineer? Why become a pilot responsible for hundreds of lives? Why start a company, take on stress, risk failure, and work 80-hour weeks? Why push yourself at all? The reward is gone. And when the reward disappears, so does motivation. Now imagine this system running for a few years. People start making decisions differently. High stress, high skill jobs become less attractive. Low effort, low responsibility jobs become way more appealing. Some people would still follow their passions, of course, but passion alone can't fill every essential role in society. Suddenly, no one wants to do the difficult stuff, and that creates a massive problem. Who's going to do the jobs that actually keep society running? Who becomes the doctor, the engineer, the person fixing power grids in the middle of the night? Who takes responsibility when things go wrong? You can't rely on goodwill alone forever, and if you try to fix this problem, the system really only has two options. Option 1, let people choose freely and watch essential roles go unfilled. Option 2, force people into certain jobs, assign careers, control labor, remove choice. And now, your fair system starts looking a lot less fair. Because equality in income starts turning into inequality in freedom. But even if the system somehow survives that, humans are still humans, and people always find ways to get ahead. If everyone earns the same salary, money doesn't disappear as a motivator. It just moves underground. Side deals, cash payments, under the table work. People start paying extra for better service. Hey, I'll give you $500 if you prioritize me. Or companies might secretly reward top performers in hidden ways. Exclusive perks, private bonuses, anything to recreate incentives. And just like that, inequality is back. Only now it's harder to see and harder to control. There's another problem most people don't think about: innovation. Why would anyone spend years building something new if there's no financial upside? Think about the biggest inventions, the biggest companies, the biggest breakthroughs. Most of them came from people chasing some kind of reward, money, success, recognition. Starting a business is risky. Most fail. People take that risk because there's a chance it pays off. Remove that upside, and fewer people even try. And over time, that leads to fewer new ideas, less progress, and slower growth. Technology improves slower, businesses expand less, opportunities shrink, society doesn't collapse overnight, but it quietly stops improving. And here's where it gets really interesting. Even though this system is equal, people might still feel like it's unfair. Because fairness isn't just about equal outcomes, it's about effort. If someone works harder, takes more responsibility, or creates more value, most people expect them to earn more. That expectation is deeply wired into how we think, so when that doesn't happen, frustration builds. Not because people want others to struggle, but because they want effort to mean something. And then there's the free rider problem. If everyone gets paid the same no matter what happens if someone decides to do nothing? They still get paid. At first, it might be a small number of people, but over time, more and more people might start thinking, why am I working this hard if I don't have to? Now imagine that mindset spreading. Some people will still work hard, but others will do the bare minimum. And the people carrying the system start noticing, which leads to resentment, and eventually, less effort from everyone. Productivity drops, quality drops, standards drop, and slowly, the system weakens from the inside. Now, to be fair, there are systems that try something similar. Not equal salaries exactly, but ideas like giving everyone a baseline income while still allowing people to earn more on top. That way you reduce poverty without completely destroying incentives. It's a middle ground, not perfect, but more realistic. Because the truth is, total equality sounds good in theory, but humans don't operate purely on theory. We respond to incentives, we compare, we adapt. So what's the real takeaway? If everyone earned the same salary, you'd gain equality, but lose incentives, you'd reduce stress, but risk stagnation. You'd make things fair on the surface, but create new problems underneath. It's not as simple as good or bad. It's a trade-off. And that's the part that most people miss. Every financial system, every economy, every rule comes with trade-offs. There's no perfect system, only different balances between fairness, freedom, and efficiency. The real question isn't what sounds fair, it's what actually works long-term, because sometimes the ideas that feel the most fair are the ones that break everything. If you found this video interesting, consider subscribing. I will post more videos like this. If you have any questions, drop them below. I read every single one.